But basically, I'm going to show you some cool stuff that I found on Amazon. These two have not seen these things. John may be able to see one on my screen, but that's okay. And we're going to talk about them. And some of them are really cool. Some of them are really weird. And that's just been what I've been doing, is scrolling through Amazon, finding the weirdest and coolest shit in TTRPG world that I can find.
Cool. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. So John's going to overlay a picture.
Already there.
Okay. So this first one is it's just something kind of cool. It is a D&D dice display frame. So basically it's got little cutouts for your dice to sit in. And the reason I like it is, like, it looks kind of cool, but it's got this really cool function where it has like these different little placards you can put on it. So like roll
so
for
you
initiative.
can kind of personalize it.
Yeah, or you can write on it. And I was like, imagine at the end of a really epic campaign, you know, you guys all take your set of dice and you like give them to your DM, because like DM gifts are a thing. And then like your DM just has a wall with all of your dice sets from this really epic campaign. You know, like how cool is that?
That's pretty cool. I'm a little overwhelmed, you know, because we had one and I'm like, okay, that's cool. My favorite dice set. I can put it, maybe I take my Seth Skorkowski dice set, put it in there and display it. It'd all be cool. And then you throw up this picture, like there's 8 of them. I'm like, I don't think I have that many dice that I like.
Well, you won't have as many dice that you like after you've given 8 of them to somebody either.
Right. But imagine you have 8 players and they all give you a set of dice from the game, their set of dice. And then they write like their you know, most notable line, or
it's like after a really great TV show wraps, you know, then they like take the costumes and frame them and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but I liked it because it's like if you had either really epic dice and or really shitty dice, like this could be permanent dice jail for like the worst set of dice you've ever had. I just thought it was really cool because it's framed and it's kind of small. There's a picture where the lady's holding it. It's not very big. So you could sizably have it somewhere nice. Or if you had like a really, really expensive set of dice, you know, the kind that you never want to play with because you're scared you'll ruin them, you could put them in and have them in a nice little display. And I thought it was really cool. So what do you think of that? Hey, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm not, so $24.99.
$24.99.
At $12.99, I'd go thumbs up. At $24.99, I'm going thumbs down. It's kind of cool, and I can see where maybe there's one set of dice I'd want to do it with, but then eventually I would want to play with those dice again. And then I'm like, how easy is it? I mean, has it got like just a little hinge on the side and I can open up and get them out, or if I got to like, you know, slide the backing out like I do a picture frame or whatever? It's
That's kind of my problem with it too. I don't have a set of dice that I want to give away, because even the worst ones will come back.
Well, yeah,
eventually.
like giveaway was a situational thing. You could keep them. It also said you could use an emergency set of dice. Like you could buy like a trashy set and then have it and break the glass.
Break glass. Now I'm buying it. That's brilliant. If they make that one of the sayings you could put on the bottom.
I'll just take my cricket.
In case of emergency, break glass.
Yeah. In case of beholder, break glass. Definitely.
Now I'm buying it. I think you just made their product better.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they did put on here emergency set of dice. I just didn't click on that one first.
But it didn't look like it was one of the. Is that one of the available slogans that you could put on the
No,
thing?
it's not. I think you'd have to do that yourself. But it is a really cool idea. Like as just decor.
All right, and you hang it up on the wall and then get like one of those really small ball peen hammers. You can get it like Harbor Freight or something, and you know, like put it on a chain hanging from the thing, so you can tink, break.
Right, but then you have broken glass everywhere.
But it is an emergency, so
100%.
You know, I mean, you have to weigh that. How big an emergency is this? Broken glass on the floor emergency? Yes, do it. Or are you kidding me?
No.
It's a freaking skeleton. Just grab this freaking blue dice over here.
Jesus.
You have hardwood in there anyway, so it's
Easy to clean up, sure.
Sweep it up.
Yeah.
So we got a yeah from you. What about you?
Meh.
No, you don't like it?
Meh.
Seems a bit steep at $24.99.
It is for $24.99. Okay.
It's not for me. I can see where other people would like it, and it's definitely pretty cool, but it's not for me.
I could envision a world where probably not a campaign, right? Dice is up and down, right? There's good nights and there's bad nights, but where you could have an epic session, and you're like, these dice are gold, and then you want to like put them in some place of honor.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Thank
But-
you for the bits, Puffs.
Hey, thank you.
All right. So we got one yay, one nay. So I'm going to move on to my next one, which
Hold on.
Oh.
Puffs, what do you think about it?
do you like them, Puffs? I think it's kind of cool. I think I would like to have one.
The dice display set. D&D dice display frame with 7 polyhedral emergency dice. Does it come with the dice?
That's what it says
Wow.
with a dice set. It's kind of a generic Chessex purple set.
It's like that sad thing where you buy frames from Walmart
Yeah,
and then
it's
leave the pictures in them so
Yeah.
that people think you have people who love you.
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
People who love you.
Well, you can keep going.
All right. So the next one is a cool set of dice. So these are metal D&D dice sets, but they are like spacey dice. So I was looking at these and like obviously the one in the middle looks like a flying saucer and things like that. But like look at this one. It's like I think that's a D12, but it's like a biohazard tank.
Ah,
And then like the D4 is a rocket.
is that what that is?
Or a fuselage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, for when you are attacking the phallic symbol in your game.
Moving on. But I thought it was cool because I really like unique sided dice. Like they're not just standard dice. And this one like has like little propellers and shit on it.
It looks like a little drone.
It does
Yeah,
look like. a
I
drone.
kind of like that one.
And this one looks like some kind of like, I don't know, metal box thing.
It's like, hey, let's make a 12-sided dice out of a 12-sided dice. People will think it's cool.
It's crazy.
That
So
one's,
innovative.
you're lacking on the imagination, I think.
Yeah. But I just generally thought that
I
those
think those are cool.
super
And if we can get
Epic.
the Martian landscape with them, too.
exactly with the like you're doing like a Starfinder game and you had these dice, automatic inspiration.
Or even
Automatic
like
what?
Bonus
Spelljammer.
dice, yeah.
Even like Spelljammer.
Oh yeah, Spelljammer too.
Adventures in Space.
So I have, you guys have seen like the Wizard's Cap
Yeah.
20-sided, which is a lot like that spaceship looking one. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You spin it, and then the way it's set up, it's going to land so that it is leaning on 2 of those little spokes, right? And then whatever number is in between those 2 spokes. I can tell you, it's really hard to read sometimes.
Yeah, so
That's the problem with those. But so like there was one, the one that looks like a drone, right? That 6-sided dice. I really like that one because
it's easy.
it's going to be easy to read. You know which one it's laying on. When you start to get to 20 sides on there, it's tough to tell. Is that on the 1 or the 19 or the 13?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does, and that's my one drawback for these kind of dice. I really like these top 3 the best because they're unique, but they are also readable.
Mhm.
But these ones here in the middle are less than favorable. I like the drone one, yeah.
And
the
I was
bottom
making
one's
fun of the 12-sided dice, but when you look at it up close, it's got this space crate carvings and stuff on it. That is pretty cool. I
It
was
is
giving
kinda
it a hard time that it was just another polyhedral, but
So I'm
that
guessing
was
this is
kinda
the 8-sided. Well, no, because there's an 8, so that's got to be like a D10.
A D8 would have an 8.
Yeah, but the 8 would. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. What would be on the other side of the 8?
1.
Maybe. I don't know. But
It's always the high number on the other side of the low number on regular dice, at least.
but I thought those were cool. So, yay or nay?
Well, I can't help but notice that the price of these is $75.
They are very expensive.
Um,
They are very cool.
if we could buy them individually,
just get
right? So there's 7 of them, and I could get that 6-sided dice for $10. I might be tempted because I think it's really cool, but the whole set for $75, you're gonna have a hard time prying that out of my wallet.
But is it worth it when it comes in a metal tin?
Oh, like you knew I was going to go on the price thing, and you saved this.
I
part.
did. I
Okay.
did.
Hello, Mars.
And it's got like
It looks really cool in the tin.
it does look really cool in the tin. Just
Can we get a frame for them?
I mean, probably.
I think they're pretty cool. I do have a problem with the ones like the 20-sided dice because I've got a thing and it's just hard to read. So the usefulness of the big numbered ones
Yeah,
becomes
it takes a while.
small. But the other ones are kind of cool.
I'm a yay, even without the 10. It is hard to read, but the trade-off for that is the level of suspense while that thing is spinning.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's only heightened when it stops spinning. And everybody's like, "What'd it land on? What'd it land on?" And
yeah,
it
jump
takes
off
you
the
10
table.
minutes to figure it out.
Yeah.
The anticipation is marvelous.
Like how you threatened to make us roll like death saving throws with the wizard hat dice.
No,
because
I told y'all in our Wild Mount campaign, I was going to roll your death
that's
saving
right.
rolls
You were
with
gonna,
it.
and it was going to be like super suspenseful just watching this top constantly spin. All
But
right.
I
like
really
them.
enjoy the aesthetic.
I do too. I picked them because I thought you would really like them.
The aesthetic is cool.
That blue. They also come in like a red, I think, and a couple other colors.
I'm gonna wait for Prime Day though.
Right. No, Prime Day at $45. I might
Maybe
go for it.
That I have to say, the 75 is steep, but if it's a small shop,
Yeah.
like they've got to make their money back. So I understand.
That's a really good point. If we were at a friendly local game store or somebody on Twitter who makes these things as a small business or whatever, I'd be like, $75, take my
Done.
money.
Take my money.
There's something about Amazon. It's like big corporations
Yeah.
screwing the little man. That's a really good point. And this could be an outside seller, so
It could be.
maybe I should cut him a little slack.
One more?
I really like the 6-sided dice, though.
I do too.
That one is just like
Okay.
baller.
You guys got time for one more?
I believe we do.
All right. So the last one is a crossbow dice roller.
What?
So
You shoot the thing
shoot
and
the
it
backer,
drops.
and it lets it roll right in front of the backer, and it's a crossbow that shoots your dice to roll them. And I just really want it. Mine is an emphatic yes. Because it's just so cool.
Please tell me there's a video with this one.
There is. I have to click out of my box. But
you
there
don't-
is a video.
I don't know.
So these are only $35.95, or this is only $35.95, which I feel is worth it.
Dude, they got like Thor's hammer dice roller and a battle axe.
Yeah. So I think that they are super, super cool. I love the idea, and I think you can. So you can.
Can you
store-
like load up all your dice in there?
Well, that's like where they store it in the
Right.
back, and it screws in.
Yeah, can we click add to cart?
Yeah.
Because I would absolutely get that one.
But imagine putting a D4 in it and actually shooting somebody and causing like actual physical damage to someone.
You'd put an eye out with
You
that
put
thing.
you put an eye out, kid.
I think the problem with you having one is you know how Charlie is when she comes over here.
Just gotta
Yeah.
play with the dice. It does look like a toy, and it would be very,
Yeah, it does.
very dangerous for children. However, it's less dangerous. And
It's
much
so
more
cool
fun.
though. I'd probably like just mount it on my wall next to my framed dice set.
And then when people start fucking around, just like reach back.
Right? If you set it up there, like people put a rifle up there, like you can still use it, but it's displayed.
Right.
Just reach up there,
And
pull
now,
it.
are you sure you want to seduce that dragon? You sure about that? Yeah.
Heck, go ahead. That fucker's got the loading property. You'll get one shot off before I close the distance. That one's really cool.
I know.
The aesthetic of it, yeah,
The
I'm
price
down.
is a lot better too.
It is.
Yeah, for $35. I mean, it's on sale. It's normally like nearly 40, but still, even at 40, it's still to me a reasonable price for something that I just think is super
Yeah,
cool.
if we were in an auction and the dude next to me raised his hand and said $35, I would shoot my hand up and say 40.
40, mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. That's really cool.
So that's the cool finds I found for you today.
Nice.
Yeah. So, some weird stuff. I tried to find some cool stuff, some weird stuff, but I had to show you the crossbow. I had to. Had to be done. But yeah, that's been
They were all really cool, and there's
yeah.
probably people out there that are not as cheap as me and would like pay $75 for that other set.
Yeah.
So,
if you're interested in any of these items, we're going to put links in our description of the YouTube video.
oh, what a
So it should
helpful
be
idea.
down below. So you can click that link to check those out. If you buy them, tweet them at us. I want to see you use the crossbow, please. I would love to see a picture of you with your crossbow. But that's it. That's what I got for Amazon finds today. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the hand crossbow, which is a perfect weapon for a rogue because I think it actually there's some property it doesn't have. Like maybe it doesn't have the loading property.
Something like that.
I don't know.
It definitely doesn't have the two-handed property, which is another good reason why the hand crossbow is good for a rogue. But
Yeah. All right. Well,
great for your cosplay needs.
100%. Could you imagine cosplaying a dungeon master and like just walking around a con with like a dice crossbow? That'd be epic.